this is the first video on TearDrop Trailer. I hope the lighting's good. I set it up particularly to do this video. And what we got here is we got the parts that we actually ordered. So those are the tires, and this is the actual frame that's going to be the base of the trailer that we got from, I think it was Northern Tool and Equipment. And so this is going to be a little herky-jerky. I'm doing this on selfie mode. We'll see how this works out. But I'm going to start posting these on YouTube. First thing that I had to do this was I needed to get stuff out of the garage. So you can see I like to work a lot. Got all my stuff on wheels here that I use for my mobile shop. And so when I started, I had to build this shed for all the stuff to go into. Now I've got the spaces open, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start opening these boxes and see what's in them, and start to assemble them. Okay, so I got rid of all the cardboard, and if you're wondering what happened to it, it's right in here. I went Dexter on it, cut it into little tiny pieces. Didn't leave it in the ocean, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I got an update here. I got stopped because, well, when I went to lay out my trailer, I'm missing one of these cross beams right here. And so I contacted Northern Tool. They were very good about it, and they sent this in a 2-day. It did create a delay for me. So anyway, now I'm going to have to drill that cross beam, and I'm going to assemble the base to the trailer. Okay, so I'm to my nuts and bolts selection here, and I've taken and poured out all of the little goodies that came in the bag, and then I've separated them by groups is what I've done. So all this was in the specialty bags except for these brackets right here. Those actually came in a different box with the wheels. And so one thing I like to do is I like to go ahead and separate everything out and group them so I know what the numbers are, so I can kind of figure out the pattern. Because I was looking at the manual, and the manual really isn't that helpful when it comes to what bolt you're using for what and what process. So if you're somebody that needs like a recipe for things, you probably would already be lost. So one of the reasons I like to lay all this stuff out is I need to know if I need to go to the hardware store. I got anything that's short here I don't have enough of. But everything fit, all the numbers are together. So the only thing I don't know is, do I have enough of these? So if I do, I'm not going to bother the company about that. I'll just make a trip to the hardware store. So that's kind of the process that I work. So I've got this laid out right now. I've got my my trailer laid out. This is the tongue pieces and the wheels over on this side right here. And I'm ready to assemble. Okay, so I pre-assembled the frame here, and it called for these leaf springs to go on later, but I said, what the heck, they wanted you actually to turn the whole thing over, but this thing weighed 275 pounds with those tires right there, right? So we're talking 200 and something pounds, so hell with that. I'm not doing that, so I put them on first, then I assembled it, and I created this little bit of jig here, and this is actually what I used when I drilled the main pieces here to hold it up straight so it wouldn't fall down. So we're moving right along. So people ask me, what's the most important part about building a teardrop trailer? Well, it's safety. I got the gloves to protect my hands, I got the hat to protect my head, I got the actual earmuffs here for any loud sound like, hey, it's time for dinner, and then I got the glasses here just in case, you know, a screw or something comes flying loose. My eyes are protected, and the breathing, because you never know when you're going to get any dust. Hi, so I'm wine tasting today, and this little girl comes up and she says, hey, you're TearDrop Trailer Man. And I said, yeah, I'm TearDrop Trailer Man. Anyway, so let's see what TearDrop Trailer Man did. He completed the first phase of this thing, got the wheels and fenders on. I had a couple challenges. I really haven't had challenges with this thing up to now, but I had a couple challenges. One is I did not have an 1.25" socket for this spindle here to put this wheel on. So I had to make a trip to Freight Harbor and get a socket. The chain kept falling down and I couldn't get it into this one bolt right here. This is where it was supposed to go into this one. It's a little longer than this one. And I started thinking, this thing breaks away and it's going to be like 1,000, 1,200 pounds and it's just going to be held together by this one bolt. I didn't think that was too safe. So what I did was I threaded it through to this guy right here, to this big bolt right here, and then this big bolt right there. I think is much safer. So now I'm stopped as far as where I'm the project itself and waiting for the T-slots. So that's the next phase of this, and they're still coming in the mail. So I'm stopped until then.